Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Instagram Live. Excited to be here chatting with you all. I am going to be speaking with two incredible leaders today that sit in Tampa Technologies division in Florida. So let me go ahead and get those two in here. Will just be one moment. Hope everyone's having a great day. Making their way in right now. Amazing. Aaron, Sam, hello. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Happy Friday Eve. How is your week going?
Good. Can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
We'll move back so we can both be in the picture.
I love it. Awesome. Are you two sitting in the office today?
Yes.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining. I'm looking forward to chatting with you two a bit further and learning more about your team. But to give you both a proper introduction, we have Samantha Scott here today, who is our division director sitting in Tampa, been with the company since 2020. And Aaron Gibbs, who is our senior recruiting consultant, who has been with the company since end of 2019. So welcome to the two of you. I would love to get started with just having you highlight a little bit on your journey to Beacon Hill, what led you to staffing overall. I know everyone has kind of a unique way of getting here, to say the least. So Samantha, if you would like to get started with walking us through your journey, that would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here. So I came to Beacon Hill in 2020 to open the Tampa branch. Aaron and I worked together in a previous life, so it made sense for him to come join the team as well. And then from there, the rest is kind of history. I started in my staffing career about 6 years ago and really, was very intrigued about the financial freedom that you can get in the industry.
Definitely. I love that. Aaron, how about you?
So I, prior to being in staffing, was a server and a bartender at a restaurant. One of my friends from college actually reached out to me and kind of went over staffing and opportunities. This is obviously for a previous organization. That was about 10 years ago. So overall, I have about 10 years of experience within staffing and recruiting. And then in 2019, I came to Beacon Hill. I initially had worked with the NRD team, and then when it was mentioned that they were going to be opening the Tampa branch, Sam had reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested, and of course, I jumped at the opportunity, and here we are.
Amazing. I love that. I always, whenever I'm speaking to candidates and students, just walk them through how, very different everyone's path to getting to Beacon Hill is, and it's always so awesome to hear the stories that keep everyone here as well. So kind of transitioning into, your specific division, your team in Tampa, would you walk us through a little bit just what makes Tampa unique, maybe a little bit about your office and team dynamic, what makes it all special to you?
Absolutely. Yeah, so we're in the tech division. We have an amazing team. I think we've built a really good culture, really great team, let alone we're in the sunniest place. So that definitely helps. But I think our culture probably stands out the most for me.
Yeah. It's been awesome to see us grow. Obviously, having us both been here from the very beginning. We were both here for the very first placement that was ever made for Beacon Hill Tampa, and now, we're seeing 2 to 3 deals per week. So we're really starting to take off, and it's really great and exciting to see not only where we've come, but obviously the future that, we're going to have, and, be able to kind of share, not only me and Sam, but the whole team together, kind of sharing that excitement and success. So it's been great so far.
I love that. I'm not sure if you two can see all the love that you're getting in the comments, but definitely we see a couple dream teams popping up here. So you definitely established that fun dynamic there. I love it. Well, incredible. Well, I love to hear that too. I think it's so important for anyone that's joining, a new industry, company, or team in general to really have that positive environment and overall atmosphere. So it sounds like you've created a really special place to work, which is awesome. Whereabouts in Tampa, if you could kind of walk us through the area-wise? I know it's a big city. Are you kind of in the heart of Tampa, the downtown area, or what does that look like?
We're in the West Shore area, so right across from the West Shore Mall, for those who are familiar. So pretty centrally located between St. Pete, Center City, Tampa, also pretty close to Orlando, which we kind of cover as well. So it's a pretty good location.
Absolutely. Are the two of you from Tampa, or would you like to highlight a little bit on what led you to the city?
I'm originally from Sarasota, so about an hour south of Tampa. And Aaron is not.
I'm not. Nope. I'm originally from Wisconsin, Milwaukee. We moved down here. It'll be 8 years in July. So we love it here. My family moved down here, obviously, my wife and two daughters, and I love it. I know they love it. We would never go back. Obviously, we do not miss the snow and cold of Wisconsin. Obviously, being in Tampa, you get great beaches. I love to golf. So obviously, there's a lot of opportunity there year round, which is a great thing. So.
Absolutely. I hear you there. I'm from the Midwest myself in Minnesota, and I'm about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours north of you in Jacksonville now. So definitely nice to escape those 6-month winters that we can get. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Well, living in the Sunshine State, what are some fun, office outings or things you do as a team outside of the work office?
Sure. Well, just what was it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Beginning of April? End of April.
Yeah, sometime April, late April, early May, we actually did our quarterly outing, which was a scavenger hunt all throughout the Tampa area. We set up obviously different activities and different sites that we had to track down and see for the afternoon. So it was a good time to kind of, learn more about the city, check out some of the sites you'd already been to, but I think it was definitely a good time. We previously did at the beginning of our first quarter one outing, we did a outing. It was our philanthropy outing?
Yeah.
Philanthropic
outing, sure. Where we actually went to the Humane Society, the local Humane Society, and helped them out with the animals that were in the shelter and things like that. So that was pretty cool and exciting, and everybody seemed to enjoy that as well. There are a lot of dog lovers in this office, so that was definitely a quality activity.
Yes, I love it. I would fit right in there. I would be all about an opportunity like that, and how fun to bond outside of the office with your team. I think that's very special. Well, great. Do you have any fun, office traditions that you might have, or anything? Let's say, if someone hits a milestone or a goal, could you walk us through a little bit more on how your team maybe celebrates those wins?
Why don't you tell them about the fun committee?
Okay. Yeah, we actually have a fun committee that we've established. It's run by 3 individuals: Heather Coulter, Kelly Barretto, and Olivia Selkind. I know they're watching. So yeah, they organize some fun activities for us to do again quarterly, and then monthly we have team lunches that we'll do in the office. We also do team happy hours. We just did a Cinco de Mayo celebration, so that was a good time. All that kind of stuff.
Sounds great. I love it. I'm going to need to make a trip down to Tampa to one of your fun outings. It sounds great. I love it. In the office, when everyone's, all together, whether it be, on a Monday, Friday, whatever it might look like, how is the layout? And do you, implement that at all into your process with just kind of providing a tour, just kind of getting some insight too on how your whole dynamic and team operates?
Yeah, so we have an open pit area, if you will, where sales and recruiting sit together so we can collaborate. We also, Aaron didn't mention this, but every time we get a deal, we have a little bell that we can ring. It's very exciting every time we get a deal, and it's just very easy to talk amongst each other, to move the process along with candidates. So it's a pretty open setting. We have a couple side conference rooms if you need to have a conversation with the candidate or bring them in and interview them. But that's the overall setting of the office.
I love it. That's so awesome. And how long has your team been functioning down in Tampa?
I'd say April 2021 is when we officially joined together. as a Tampa office, and then we moved into this space June of last year. So
Great.
coming up on a year.
Amazing. So exciting too, especially for, new members of the team too, to have those opportunities for growth and be a part of something that's, really hitting the ground running, which is great. I love that. What would you say, I guess, Erin, in terms of one of your favorite parts working with your Tampa team? What makes your, team dynamic, culture, opportunity? What makes it special for you?
Well, I would say that obviously we are very collaborative, kind of going back to, what Sam kind of mentioned, just not only from the setup, but also I would say, I was telling Sam this morning, we spend more time with everybody than our own families. So we're all very close. We know each other very well. I feel like everybody has each other's back for sure. Everybody wants to see everybody else succeed. Not only do they get excited about their own success, but obviously it's good to see, or they get excited about everybody else's success, because when the office succeeds as a whole, everybody succeeds. And it's very apparent, I would say, in our office that that definitely reigns true and is very consistent with every individual that we have.
I love that. Samantha, how about you? Do you have anything different or anything you'd like to build upon that?
No, I think that's, it pretty much sums it up. It's also exciting to be a newer office in such a great city, which is pretty special to me since I'm basically from the Tampa Bay area. But I think it's a really unique opportunity to come in kind of at like the ground level for such a big organization like Beacon Hill, and make our mark in that market.
Absolutely. Since you've established your team, how many, staffing consultants and account executives do you now have? How big is your team?
We have
Team of 11 total.
right. So it would be six recruiters, including myself, and then five AEs if you include and Natalie, because we have one out in Orlando as well.
Awesome. Great. And I love too that you've been able to expand there too. I think that's so special too, getting many more, eager individuals to join the team, which is awesome. What, in your opinion, just, coming into the staffing space and individuals that you've taken on, what do you think are the maybe biggest attributes or characteristics that have made a great hire on your team specifically?
I think for me, probably someone who, obviously money motivated is going to be important in this industry and in the roles. Someone who's willing to come in, work hard, be coachable, who has like the right kind of mindset of, it's a team player environment, but also, the harder you work, the more money you make.
Absolutely. I love that. I think that's a huge component, especially at Beacon Hill with all the fun incentives that we have, either collectively as a company. Oh, can you two hear me okay? It's frozen on my end. I'm not sure if you two are here with me. Let's see. See if we can get the two back. My apologies for the technical difficulties that we have going on here. Let me try to refresh the page and see if we can get Erin and Samantha back in here. Looks like it's loading. We'll give it one more minute. Right. All right. Well, hopefully everyone was able to tune in and listen in on our conversation with Samantha, Scott, and Erin Gibbs, who sit in Tampa, and learn a bit more. I appreciate you all joining. It was so great to sit down and speak with our incredible team in Tampa. So look forward to jumping on to watch the next Instagram